welcome back to the channel. Now today we are talking all things Lamborghini. In fact, more specifically, Simon, the Murcielago.
Indeed.
Because it's now finished from its mini restoration. Probably a polite word is refresh. But when we look at the costs, it's definitely been a restoration.
Yeah, true.
So we're going to be talking all things Murcielago. We're going to be talking about where the car is at the minute. And we're also going to be talking about
the costs.
The costs, of course, which is the biggest reason for watching the channel today. So we're going to be talking about costs, and let's crack on.
So, welcome to Drivers Keepers. So Sam, last time we saw the Murcielago, it was in bits on a ramp.
It was.
But it's finished.
It's finished, yeah. It's all done. Interior and exterior and mechanical as well.
Yeah. Should we go and get it?
Let's go and get it.
So here we are en route to go and pick up the Murcie. So Sam, you've had the phone call, it's ready.
It's ready, yeah. So as you say, we're on our way, and
but this isn't the end of its kind of journey, is it? We're going to pick it up and we're going to take it to...
We're taking it to PTS Graphics, which is a car wrap. Well, it's actually they specialise in wrapping trucks, which is probably quite apt actually, because when you reverse the Murcie, it's like reversing a truck. But anyway, it's just having some bits and pieces, the gloss parts, the gloss black parts.
Yeah.
Which are looking a little bit, I wouldn't say scabby, but a little bit worn.
Okay.
Instead of repainting them, I'm just having them done in a satin kind of wrap.
So like the slats over the engine, that kind of...
Slats over the engine, and some other bits on the side pillars that look a little bit careworn.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do those in a satin, which again lifts it a bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it look like ultra modern because it's a Murcielago and it's 20 years old. But, but I do want to kind of lift it and just, enter it into the 21st century a bit.
So it's ended up having, I mean, it was going for some bushes doing, but it's ended up having a bit of a, I don't know what you want to call it, a mini restoration, a full-on refresh. Yeah,
exactly. Just suspension, coilovers, what else?
New interior.
New interior, full service.
That was never the plan, was it? I was thinking last night, I think that interior kicked it off.
You know, when I decided to keep it after all, I just thought, well, I'm just going to double down, do the opposite, and just drive the hell out of it. But that means putting a new interior in, getting the suspension refurbished because it was creaking and rattling, as we've said before in previous videos. Yeah. And so it should be fighting fit now for another 100,000 miles.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, hopefully.
Nice one.
So, we arrived at Modena Rosso to find the Murcie being backed out into the daylight for the first time in weeks. The next job was drive it to North Leeds, where some parts of the big Lambo were going to be wrapped in order to tidy up its general appearance. So after a bit of a shuffle around, the Murcielago was in place and we left it to have the wraps applied. Soon enough we got the call to say it was ready, and we drove it up to the motorist hub in North Yorkshire, which gave us a chance to really drive it and see if all the work had made any difference.
Definitely feels tighter, doesn't it?
What a transformation. So time. It's been a while this, hasn't it? It's been a while coming, but we are back out in the Murcielago.
Yeah, 6 weeks altogether.
Is it that long? Feels like longer.
Transformation is, well, I've just been punching the air before I saw you. It's just, well, what can you say? I mean, all the creaks and rattles have gone. It's firm, it's taut, it's just a joy. It really is.
This must be how it felt when you picked it up new.
Yeah, and do you know what? It smells just like when I picked it up. We said this last time, but
I love this car.
it really does feel brilliant.
Bloody hell. That is...
It's just, yeah, it's at the top of its game, this car now.
Just...
It's probably not looked as nice, yeah, since, 2004, I reckon.
That's taken my breath away a little bit. I knew it was going to be better, but that really is transformational. It's just...
But when we were coming on those twisties up to the motorist, where we're shortly going to be putting it, that's the first time I've driven it on some country roads with some pretty taut corners.
Yeah.
And it just, you know, what can you say? Yeah, it just doesn't move.
I've never known it feel like this.
But it's not harsh either.
No,
I was a bit worried.
It's judged just right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it absolutely, like you say, it's compliant. I mean, I'm looking at the road as we're driving along, and I'm seeing undulations or little potholes, and I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be, and it's not. You hit them, and the ride's brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
All the real clunking and thunking that we both, I think, got used to.
Yeah.
I mean, I just thought that was, that's the way it is. All of that clunking and thunking is gone.
Yeah, totally.
It feels rock solid, doesn't it?
It does.
Wow.
Really does.
And then with the new interior, just...
But it's set for life now.
It is, isn't it?
Another couple 100,000 miles, I reckon.
Yeah. The 500,000 mile Murcielago, that's got to be the next target, hasn't it?
Yeah, but we've said it so many times, you know, there's only certain bits on this car that have done that mileage, because everything else is, you know, much newer.
Let's not detract from the story.
Let's not
it's a great story.
It is a great story,
Go and film supercars, they said. It'll be glamorous, they said. It's freezing. Oh, here he comes. What a difference.
Tell already, can't you?
Can you feel it from the passenger seat?
Yeah. It just feels so much more solid.
Yeah. I mean, it's no surprise, but it's just reassuring.
Yeah.
Having spent all that money, that you are absolutely getting something for your money.
Yeah.
God, it feels brilliant on these roads.
How much attention it gets, don't
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
He's smiling, buddy.
Yes, mate, you do right to smile. You know what? We've said it before about other people's cars. But if you told me now, you've got to drive this to central France and you can't get out till you get there.
Yeah.
Not a problem. It just feels...
yeah, it does, yeah.
You just want to drive it.
Yeah, you do, yeah. It's a great cruiser as well.
Yeah.
Especially in France where, 90 it really enjoys. What's yours?
Oh, about the same. 90 to 100 it just sits really
lovely.
happy.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It's effortless.
Yeah.
I do love this car. I tell you what I do like, Sam. This passenger door that's been fixed. Oh, look at that.
Is that the best part of the mini restoration?
That's the best part of the whole thing for me. I can get out without dislocating my shoulder.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Very true.
So, Sam, here we are at the Motorist.
We are indeed.
We have come directly here from the signwriters.
Paul Turner Signwriters.
Thank you. Who have been working on the Murcielago. Tell us what they've done.
Well, they've done quite a lot of wrapping.
Yes.
So this place is actually a place that specialises in trucks. They do wrapping for trucks. First supercar they've ever done. I think they were quite pleased.
Yeah, a bit of a treat, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But no, what they've done is they've put carbon fibre textured 3M wrap on the sides of what is actually carbon fibre. So I'm taking a leaf out of Toyota's book because Toyota with the Yaris GR apparently put carbon fibre wrap on top of real carbon on the roof. Why, I don't know what the reasoning is in Toyota's case. But in my case, it was looking a little bit tight at the side. My carbon fibre goes back 20 years, of course, because the car's 20 years. And back in the day then, the fashion was really to just paint carbon fibre.
Yes.
So it was never exposed. And I think it was Horacio Pagani that started exposing carbon fibre with the what is the Zonda?
Yeah, back in 2004, 2005.
Yeah, exactly. So most of it was painted over back in the day. So I just wanted to bring it back again, but I didn't want to run the risk of pouring thinners over it and seeing what was underneath. So I thought I'd play safe and just get 3M's new textured carbon fibre wrap over the top.
Which looks and feels textured. It's amazing, isn't it?
It looks really good. I mean, it's really freshened it up, hasn't it? Because what I don't want to do with Murcielago is just to make it like a new Lamborghini, because it's 20 years old.
Yeah.
But what I do want to do is just lift it a bit here and there.
Yeah.
So we've done the carbon fibre wrap, we've done satin black on the engine lid, which used to be gloss.
And the front spoiler.
Front spoiler satin black as well. And that's only because it's usually orange, the same body colour on Murcielagos.
Okay.
But I do so many miles, it gets battered. So I just thought what I'd do is just get that wrapped at the same time, just to protect the front spoiler a bit.
And those little details, those little finishing touches have absolutely transformed it, haven't they?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. The more you look, there's more in the detail, like these little V12 6.2 litre badges on the side. Yeah, I mean, they were looking scabby. They were in a font that looks like, it's 20 or 30 years old, which it is. But Nick Claydon, a chap who specialises in making new badges out of titanium for Aston Martins, all sorts of supercars, he's copied the font that Lamborghini use for newer Lamborghinis and done the V12 6.2L in that new font with the tricky...
And the little
Tricolore?
Tricolore. I speak Italian, I should know. The Tricolore.
You should know.
Yes. Yeah, the Italian flag underneath.
Correct, and they've gone on the side as well. I think they've really kind of freshened it up.
Yeah, it looks great. It really does. So gunmetal grey, controversially. Let us know what you think in the comments of the wheels. Of the wheel.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I've got to be honest. I thought I'd dip my toe in the water with a different colour. You weren't sure because you thought they would probably look better stained silver.
Well, I love the brightest silver you can get your hands on. But I do think it looks good on
it. It does look good. It looks a bit stealthy, but I'm still not convinced. So I think I'll probably run with it this year and probably go back to silver next year.
No worries. Cool. So yes, we are here at the Motorist, and stay tuned because the Murcielago, which is in the car park at the moment,
outside
and at the Motorist, is very soon going to be
coming in
the Motorist.
In the Motorist on display for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah. So we're going to film how the heck they're going to get it from out there through the restaurant or the shop into the reception area.
Correct.
Stay tuned. Let's see how it pans out.
Yeah. Let's avoid knocking over any china and
merchandise. Cool.
All right.
So it's up on display at the Motorist until the 2nd of March.
2nd of March, it is.
So why not pop along and see for yourself? It is restored back to its former glory, and like you said earlier, looking as good as it's ever
Probably
done.
looked about the best it's looked in as long as I can remember. In fact, you know, when you sit in it, it's got that new car smell that I haven't smelled, and I've said this before, but I haven't smelled that since 2004.
So let's come to the thorny issue of how much did it all cost. So Sam, the bit everyone's been waiting for. How much did you have to spend?
Well, I think it was actually probably the thick end of about 20 grand.
Okay.
Which,
that's a bit more than I was expecting.
Well, it is, but I think you've got to look at it in perspective, because it could have been at least almost 6 figures had I gone down the route of buying all the replacement parts from a dealer instead of refurbishing existing parts. And let's be a bit more detailed about this. So we've touched on this before. We've got the suspension arms, which we did a bit of digging, found the supplier of the bushers, of course.
Yeah.
But had we gone for the suspension arms, we would have been talking about £4,000 an arm.
Yeah.
There's 6 arms.
Yeah.
So you're looking at best part of 24 grand.
Right.
Then we're looking at the coilovers. Now, remember that the original coilovers are £8,000 from Lamborghini, if you can get them. Nitron, fortunately, refurbish their, or offered to refurbish, provide a service to refurbish the existing ones, which cost me about 1,200 quid.
And there's 6 of those as well.
And there's 6 of those as well. Yeah, but that was £1,200 for 6. So I think that's a really reasonable way of doing things.
I'm thinking when you said they're 8 grand each, and then just thinking, and there's 6.
6, 48,000.
Aye.
So we're already into 24,000 for the arms and another 48,000 for the coilovers.
Yeah.
Then we've got the interior.
Yeah.
Come on to the interior, which Brett at Alpha Concepts did a fantastically priced job.
Yes.
At what was it, £9,000?
Yeah, and you said you'd had quotes for nearly 15.
Quotes for nearly £15,000 to do exactly the same job down south and all over the place.
Yeah.
So you know he's done a great job there. £9,000 there, and we've got the service, which would have been at any Lamborghini dealer, a full service, a major service on a Murcielago would have been the best part of 3 grand. Of course,
so that's 5, 6. That's 88 grand.
88 grand. So
your steering rack you got
steering
reconditioned.
Rack, well, again, the steering rack. This is another one from Lamborghini. The best part of £3,500.
Yeah.
I got that refurbished for £280, albeit they thought it was from a Talbot Horizon. Or
love that story.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So all refurbished, nice and new for 280 quid. Could have been 3,500 quid.
So, through the gift of man maths and a little bit of rounding up, you've spent 20.
It could have been.
You could have spent 90.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If I'd have just been of the ilk where I was just going to write checks, it would have been 90 grand at a dealer's. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, that puts it in perspective. It's a bargain.
There's a lot to be said for doing a little bit of research when you've got a supercar, and especially one that's a few years old, so you can avoid a dealer and just get people to fix things.
Rather than replacing
just replacing everything.
Yeah. Hope you found that interesting. Thanks for taking us through that, Sam. Fascinating.
Pleasure.
So, thanks so much for watching. In the next episode, the 430 comes out of its winter hibernation and goes to SCUK's season opening meeting up in North Yorkshire. The Murcielago is going to go for a sticky bin? Sticky bin? I was thinking a dusty bin there. Sticky bin, yeah. Sticky bun. And a cup of coffee. And who knows whatever else. Stuff that we haven't organised yet, but fingers crossed it'll be interesting. So stay tuned.
Exactly.
Thanks again.
Thanks.